Man, this is crazy. I first want to thank God for everything, to be honest, but I really want to thank him for making me understand who I was at a very young age and also who I wasn't. I've seen a lot of people fail in life trying to be something or somebody that they weren't. So I thank God for just giving me the courage to be me. When I was a 15-year-old, thank you. I was a 15-year-old freshman in high school at George Washington, Colorado in Denver. And my grandmother has seen my name in the paper for the first time. My grandmother, Maddie, she's seen my name in the paper. And what's the newspaper? You know, that's old. That's a long time ago. But anyway, at the time, our Billups name from Mississippi through Omaha into Denver, how can I say it? It didn't carry a lot of reverence and respect at the time. And so she always told me, I just prayed that somebody would come along in our family that would change how our name is viewed and respected. And so thanks to the game of basketball, you know, I was able to make the name well known around the world. And I'm very thankful and grateful for that. My first basketball, my very first basketball, I say coach, but he really wasn't a coach. But my role model was my dad, my pops, Ray. Taught me every single thing he knew about the game. He had me play against grown men at our version of Rucker Park. It was Skyland Recreation Center, all right, and my beloved, and I mean beloved, Park Hill neighborhood. And I played varsity as a freshman, all right, at George Washington University. And it was crazy because I was Mr. Basketball 3 times in a row. But every time I went away to play in these All-American tournaments, I played against guys like fellow Hall of Famers, Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, my good friend Stephon Marbury, and these guys would ask me questions, knowing I'm from Denver, saying like, do you ski? Or do you ride horses? By the way, I still don't ski or ride horses. But I went the unconventional route, to be honest with you, turning down a lot of bigger name schools to go right down the road in Boulder to play for Ricardo Patton in Colorado at the University of Colorado. Go Buffs, baby. Go Buffs, by the way. But the University of Colorado gave me a platform, you know, to at some point become the third overall pick in the 1997 NBA draft to the Boston Celtics. And I thank the Boston Celtics for that opportunity. But even being drafted that high, it didn't guarantee instant success in the NBA. The Celtics traded me in my rookie year. In my rookie year, they traded me to Toronto. Toronto traded me at the end of my rookie season, right before the start of the second season. And it's funny I say that because I'm sitting here taking pictures with Vince and T-Mac, and we probably should have been teammates, but we weren't. But Toronto traded me to my hometown Denver Nuggets. And the Nuggets traded me after just 58 games. And that was tough. They traded me to Orlando. And I know none of y'all remember me in Orlando. But finally, however, there was a franchise that did put their arm around me. It's a big, big thank you to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I really wish Coach Flip Saunders was alive to see me on this stage. I miss him so much. I miss him. Flip really believed in me. He believed that I can prove that I could be that kid that was drafted number 3 overall, and he actually gave me that opportunity, which is what I needed at the time. And obviously, I did a pretty good job, but there were 2 guys there that I give a lot of credit for my breakthrough and for my success. One was Terrell Brandon. Terrell taught me how to be a true point guard. and one was Sam Mitchell, which we called old head or OG or, what you call those vets on the team. But Sam Mitchell just taught me how to be a pro. And those two lessons changed my life forever. They changed my life forever. TB and Sam, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. And then the NBA franchise that loves me like family finally found me. Detroit. What up, though? If you know, you know. Look at my big man. We always in sync. He got him on, too. Joe D, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for seeing something in me that most people didn't at the time. All right? It was in Motown that I joined forces with some other really, really talented players that were also looking for a chance to prove that they were winners. My brothers, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, and my big fella right here, Ben Wallace. We affectionately called ourselves the best five alive, and nobody was going to tell us nothing different. I can go on forever about what Detroit means to me, but I would just say this. It was in Detroit where I became an NBA champion. And it was in Detroit where I became Mr. Big Shot. It was in Detroit where I finally became an all-star. It was in Detroit where I became known as a winner, which is all I ever wanted. And it was in Detroit where that #1 jersey is hanging in the rafters. I never thought I needed a second home, but in Detroit, I have one. Thank you, Pistons fans, and thank you, Detroit. And then my journey led me back home to Denver, where in that season we almost made it to the NBA Finals alongside Carmelo Anthony, Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, while playing for Hall of Fame head coach and George Karl. Thank you to the Nuggets organization for allowing me to play at home. I loved every single minute of it. Thank you to the New York Knicks after that for giving me a chance to play in the Garden as a Knick. That was actually pretty cool. And then a big special thank you to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers. The Clippers allowed me to play a couple years at the end of my career there, but more importantly, they allowed me to start my coaching journey there, so I'm very thankful and grateful for that. I want to thank my mom and dad, my mom, Faye, my dad, Ray, for being my heroes. Y'all been my heroes, my role models. My work ethic, it comes from y'all. My humility, everything that people say about me when I'm out and about or this and that, it comes from y'all. And it really wasn't until I became a parent that I really understood the sacrifices that y'all made, the lessons that y'all taught me and us, and the foundation that y'all laid for us. So thank you, and I love y'all. I want to thank my wife, Piper, who we've been together since high school. We was teenagers at the time, so you can imagine. She's been through this entire journey with me. The good, the bad, the ugly. You've been the best teammate I ever had. Been the best teammate I ever had. And I want to thank you for, you sacrificed a lot of your goals and dreams very early to not only invest in mine, but to be present for our girls and our family. I love you, and thank you. I want to thank my daughters, Sydney, Sierra, Sanaya, for being my inspiration, for being my motivation. I'm so, so, so proud of you guys, the young women that you are becoming. I mean, y'all make me emotional. I'm not a very emotional person. I appreciate y'all for giving me grace at all times. I missed a lot of very, very important things that were important to y'all, was important to me, but as I'm out here trying to chase greatness, I had to miss it. And I appreciate the grace that y'all always showed me. I talk about legacy all the time. And for me, legacy is not something that you leave for someone, it's something you leave in someone. And I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all keep making us proud, and I love y'all. To my brother Rodney and my sister Maria, I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for keeping me grounded. Thank y'all for always being honest with me and making me grow at all times. I'm super proud of both of y'all. Y'all both are blazing y'all's own trail and doing what y'all want to do in life. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you. To my agent Andy Miller, thank you for your commitment to excellence. Thank you for your passion, your tenacity. We've been together since I was 19 years old. We've been through a lot. You stood down with me, and I appreciate you, man. I love you. To my trainer Joe Bonasar, all the trials and tribulations I've been through, we've been together the whole time. One thing about Joe and I, we never believed what they said about us. We never believed it. We stayed locked in. They said I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. He's this, he's that. We never believed it. We wrote it on the list, and we didn't scratch it off until we worked on it. And we scratched everything we wanted off, Joe. I appreciate your commitment, bro. To my best friend for over 25, almost 30 years, T. Lou, who's responsible, really, for getting me into coaching. He was begging me to get into coaching. I said, no, I don't want to coach. He's begging me to get into coaching. I said, no, I'm good. So anyway, I did it. He said, there's a couple things you got to be aware of. One, it's really, really stressful, Chauncey. It's really stressful. Two, you're not going to have a lot of time. There's a chance you might gain some weight. Three, you're going to be on that computer all night, bags under your eyes. Before, you're going to love it. Well, let me give you the rundown. Stressful, check. You see all this gray on my face. Unfortunately, I did gain a couple pounds, Ty. Three, I do got bags under my eyes. And four, the most important thing is I love it. I love it. And I love you, bro, and I'm going to be sitting in them seats when you go into the Hall of Fame as a coach. I want to thank Jody Allen for taking a chance on me and give me a chance to lead the Portland Trail Blazers organization. My coaching journey has started off a little bit like my playing journey. It's been a little rough. But I feel the same way as a coach as I did as a player. I will win. Maybe not immediately, but definitely. I would like to thank a couple of my coaches along the way that were really instrumental, that impacted me. Coach Horace Kearney, the late Coach Rick Callahan, Coach Bobby Wilkerson, my high school coach, Coach Ed Calloway at George Washington High School, Coach Ricardo Patton, Coach Rick Carlisle, Coach K, who trusted me to lead the 2010 World Cup team. When we got that gold medal, I would like to thank him. Coach Larry Brown, who was supposed to be here with me tonight. Unfortunately, you're not here. I know you're watching. Coach, I love you. Nobody demanded more out of me than you. Nobody made me better than you. Nobody is still helping me more than you. I got any questions, I call you. LB, I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. I also just want to thank all my people that traveled here to see me tonight and share this moment with me. I appreciate y'all coming. I know a lot of people that are not here that feel very strongly about me and what I've done and what I do. I appreciate y'all as well. And lastly, I'm gonna leave my last thank you to my grandmother, who's not here in attendance, but thank you for your prayer. God answered it. We did it, Grandma. We did it. We finally was able to put some respect and positivity on our last name. Thank y'all.